everyone, welcome back to Danganronpa 2, Goodbye Despair. As you know, last time we had a pretty full-on episode, considering first we found Ibuki's body hanging, and then we found Hyoko's body trapped to a pillar. We also did the investigation, and oh, it's a doozy. So far, I actually have no idea who it could possibly be, because it's all sort of mixed up. We think it's an imitation murder of a movie that we ended up seeing, even though we paid $1 million to not see it. I'm just gonna do my skills while I talk. So yeah, I'm really sad. I liked Ibuki a lot, even though I didn't use a lot of free time events with her, which I'm pretty upset about now. But I also liked learning more about Hyoko. I know she was all mean and bratty, but I think there could have been a lot learned from her. So it's just really sad that we didn't get to spend more time with her and she didn't get to stick around for the game. Let's see, what skills should I have? Ooh, that's a good one. I already have it. It's excellent blade. I should really just start saving up, right? And we'll do this one. You watch, this one's gonna mess me up somehow because it's gonna go too fast. Okay, we'll set our skills. Turn it down a little because it's very loud for me. For you guys, it's normally not like the same loudness because I edited it.
Let's begin with a simple explanation of the during the
nope,
class
because
trial.
We already know it.
You will present your. If you vote correctly,
I don't think he needs to say it every single time.
Oh well, who cares?
I don't mind starting the trial, but
there we go.
I don't really have a grasp of how the case played out.
Yeah, because you were you were sick.
Know, because I was asleep the whole time.
You weren't really asleep, you were in and out.
Even if you do grasp it, you're just gonna confuse the heck out of us, aren't you?
Yep. That's what he does. Nagito's just so annoying in that reduction.
I don't really get it either.
Yeah, poor Akane.
You're fine. Your head's empty anyway.
Whoa, Kazuichi, there's no need for that.
Empty
Jesus,
head?
calm down.
Huh. What's wrong with that?
Oh, she's not even seeing it as an insult.
The emptier your head, the more dreams you can stuff inside it, you know?
Oh, that's a good way to look at it.
Anyway, we shouldn't proceed with the trial if those two can't participate in the arguments. Since he's the first witness, why don't we ask Hajime to explain the incident and the sequence of events?
Then, let's start with when we split into the hospital team and motel team because of the despair disease. The hospital team consisted of Nagito, Ibuki, and Akane, who were infected, and Mikan, Fuyuhiko, and me.
The other 5 in the motel team were myself, Gundam, Kazuichi, Chiaki, and Hyoko.
Yep.
Spending the night at the hospital was prohibited, so Hajime and I had to sleep at our cottages.
I woke up at my cottage on the day the incident happened. Mikan came by to wake me up, and told me that Nagito had recovered from his symptoms. We immediately headed over to the hospital, and after we confirmed his recovery, I made Mikan rest in the on-call room, since she hadn't slept all night, while I waited in the hospital lobby. And then, I saw the incoming signal light on the surveillance camera blinking before our scheduled time. When I pressed the button to turn on the monitor, what appeared on screen was
Yeah.
a video of someone wearing a hospital gown and a hemp bag on their head, climbing a stepladder.
Amazing! That's such a heart-pounding story! And then what did you do, Hajime?
I tried
ran?
to stop them, of course. I rushed out of the hospital and ran to where the video was being recorded, the music venue. But it was too late. By the time I arrived, the person wearing the hemp bag on their head was already hanging from the ceiling. I thought I should tell the others right away, so I headed to the motel.
Why the motel?
Because it was close to the music venue, and unlike the hospital, there were more able-bodied people there. At least, that's what I thought. But the only person who came with me was Chiaki.
But I remember feeling a little relieved because not long after, we met up with Mikan and Fuyuhiko.
We were also looking for Ibuki since she disappeared from our sight.
After I rested for a bit, I started counting everyone at the hospital. And then I noticed Ibuki was gone, so I sprinted out of the hospital. Coincidentally, I ran into Fuyuhiko, so I fled with him in various ways.
Don't say it like that.
Could help me out.
Don't say it like that.
Various ways?
Don't say it like that and confuse people.
Oh, poor Fuyuhiko.
After I heard from those two that Ibuki disappeared, I had a feeling she was the person wearing the hemp bag. So I immediately led them to the music venue.
But the door wouldn't open. Since we had no other option, the four of us broke down the door.
Exactly.
And when that happened, we didn't just find Ibuki's body. We also found Hyoko's. And not just that. Her body was taped to a pillar.
That's when we heard the body discovery announcement. Not once, but twice in a row.
And so we decided to lower the hanged body, didn't we?
When we removed the hemp bag, just as we feared, it was Ibuki.
So that's how the case played out. Thank you. I understood it very easily.
You weirdo, what are you got some weird thing about it, haven't you? You're gonna be like, oh, but what about this? He's gonna do something that's gonna be
clear what the problem
confusing.
with this case is. When Hajime left the music venue, who...
Wait, how do I know anything Hajime just said is true?
God damn it, I knew he was gonna pull something out of this. Really, Nocturne?
Sorry, I'm only being impartial right now. And the story I just heard is clearly suspicious.
Oh, really?
Hajime, if you're the only one who saw the hanging video, and the first one to discover Ibuki's body,
Yeah?
then you could be lying as much as you want right now, right?
God damn it, Nocturne, shut up.
Why would I lie?
Obviously. So you could make us ignore what might be an inconvenient truth for you.
Do you doubt me?
If you're not lying, I would like you to prove it.
How?
Come on, try to prove it to me. Prove you're not the killer.
Nagito. Fine, I will. It's just as Kazuichi said, Nagito's the kind of guy who'll just confuse us and make matters worse. Ugh. Damn it, I shouldn't have explained it to Nagito. I'm in trouble now thanks to that. Alright, we've got this. We can easily prove it incorrect. Well, Mikan was with us all morning, so... meh. Okay, which were these? Could it possibly be?
Hajime's testimony is clearly suspicious.
If Hajime's testimony is a lie, then
I'm
the
not
fact that
agreeing with
Ibuki
that.
hung herself.
That would also be a lie.
No, shut up.
I don't think I can deny that possibility. After all, Hajime is the only witness.
Hush.
Why would Hajime
That's
lie?
true.
Well, obviously, because he's the killer.
Did Hajime kill both of them?
The fact that the bodies were imitating the movie.
Wait, but I
means it
didn't see the
probably
movie
is
until
Hajime's
today.
fault.
So it's the movie ticket invitation, because it has the time and date of when I saw the movie, and I didn't see the movie until after the
Hajime's
killing
testimony
happened.
is clearly suspicious.
So,
Hajime's testimony is a lie. Then the fact that Ibuki
I'm gonna prove
hung
you wrong.
herself-
Wait a
That would
second,
also-
Nagito,
I don't
you were
think I can-
there!
After all,
Why would Hajime...
Well, obviously, because he...
Did Hajime kill both of them?
Okay, here it comes.
The fact that the bodies were imitating means it probably is Hajime's fault.
I missed.
Hajime's testimony is...
If Hajime's... Then the fact that Ibuki...
That would also...
I don't think I can. After all,
Are
Why
you
would Hajime lie?
Well, obviously, because he's the killer.
Did Hajime kill both of them?
The fact that the bodies were imitating the movie
No,
means it probably is Hajime's fault. Hajime's testimony is clearly...
My god, I'm being awful this round.
I don't think I can. After all, Haji.
Why would Hajime lie?
Well, obviously, because he's the killer.
Did Hajime kill both of them?
The fact that the bodies were imitating the movie... No, that's wrong!
Incorrect. You a-hole, you were there!
I'm not the killer! I mean, there's no way I'd be able to imitate that movie.
You were there when I went to watch it, you fool! You were like, oh, you should watch the movie. And then you were like, oh, you should keep that ticket handy.
Of course you're not! I already knew that.
Yeah, because you were there, you... Nagito! You're so frustrating!
Before the incident, Hajime had never watched that movie.
Why did you bring
His
it up?
invitation ticket is proof of that.
Why'd you bring it up? Why'd you do that?
Each person only received one ticket, and they're marked with a stamp that shows the date and time.
Oh.
Isn't that right?
I wish I could climb
Monokuma?
into this game and punch you in the face.
Yes, no mistakes there.
Which means there's no way Hajime, who never saw the movie, could commit murders that imitated it.
You knew that you were there when I went to see it.
Did anyone tell him what happens in the movie? Of course no one did, right?
Hold on a sec. You're the one who brought this up in the first place.
Exactly.
Nagito, what are you doing?
You were there.
Since we're opening with your witness testimony, I thought we should solidify the foundation.
God damn it.
It also provides a good warm-up.
What warm-up? This isn't a game, you know.
I've never been so frustrated.
Don't get mad. I just think warming up is really important. Especially since this isn't a game.
Ha ha
What a
ha.
waste of time. Well, I knew it would turn out like this anyway.
Now then, since we know Hajime's testimony is reliable, let us move on to the arguments.
So this means Ibuki definitely climbed the stepladder all by herself, right?
Yeah, I'm positive.
I don't know. I still think she could have been
Ibuki committed
told.
suicide.
She was in her
If
gullible
Ibuki committed
disease.
suicide, then who killed Hiyoko?
Exactly.
A murder coincidentally occurring in the same place as a suicide. Ain't possible, huh?
Like I said before, it's pretty clear what the problem with this case is.
Go on,
The
Fihiko.
killer murdered Hiyoko while Hajime was gone.
Yeah.
So all we gotta do is establish who could have possibly done that.
He brings up a good
Then
point.
let's ask Hajime. How long would you say you were away from the music venue?
I couldn't have been gone for more than 10 minutes.
Yeah, it wasn't really that
So
long.
they killed Hiyoko and taped her up within 10 minutes? There's no way that's possible.
That's why the killer stalled for time by making the music venue a closed room.
What do you mean, a closed room?
The killer blocked the venue door from the inside to try and keep us from entering right away.
However, that door is the only entrance to the music venue, right? If they blocked the door from the inside, the killer would not have been able to leave either.
Exactly. It's a bit confusing. And we know there was no one in there, otherwise we would have seen
you're
them.
absolutely right. Which means, when we broke down the venue door, the killer was still inside.
But wouldn't we have seen them?
If that's the case, the only suspicious people are those who don't have an alibi for that time. And that's you two, Sonia and Kazuichi.
Me too?
I mean, he has a point.
What the
I totally
hell?
understand where
Why's it
Fihiko is
gonna be
coming
us?
from.
The others all have alibis. Chiaki, Mikan, Hajime, and I all broke down the venue door together.
Plus Gundam was
Gundam
outside.
met up with Hajime at the motel right before that.
Yeah, there's no way Gundam could have done it.
And if Akane and Nagito were laid up in the hospital, the only person that leaves is one of you.
There's another person who doesn't have an alibi. You know, Nekomaru.
Don't you bring him up.
Me too!
Why are you doing that?
Hey, why are you talking like... Huh? You're kidding, right? You're
Not up to something weird, are you?
You better not be the one, Akuma.
Please stop making bad jokes.
Anyway, if the killer was hiding inside the venue, we should obviously doubt the people who don't have alibis.
True.
A wicked way of backing us into a wall. Is this his professional skill?
He has a point, though. The killer's inside the music venue? But we would have seen them, wouldn't we? Like, we saw Sonya and Kazuichi come in through the door, didn't we? I mean, they did sort of just appear. Let's see.
The killer was still inside the music venue.
Alright, let's see what we've
By
got.
locking the door from the inside,
I don't doubt.
they tried to keep us from getting in.
It seems they were trying to stall for time.
How did they lock the door? That door should not have had a lock.
I think it might be the glob.
The lock was on the floor in front of the door.
Because I think they locked the door with the glob and not the drumstick.
Talking about the broken drumstick?
No.
You can use that as a bolt to lock the door.
I don't think that's what happened.
By doing that, the killer who was hiding inside waited till we gathered together and suddenly appeared.
So they looked like they had just rushed over.
I have seen this in serial crime dramas.
I think I have to shoot this at them being
The killer
inside.
was still inside the music venue. By locking the door from the inside.
Oh no, there! I want to shoot.
They tried to keep us from getting in.
It seems they were trying.
How did they lock the door? That door should not have had a lock.
The lock was on the floor in front of the door.
Are you talking about the
You can use that as a. By doing that, the killer waited till we get and suddenly.
So they look like
I have seen this in serial crime dramas.
Yes, we know, Sonya.
The killer was still inside the music venue.
Mm-hmm.
By locking the door from the inside.
God damn!
They tried to keep us from getting in.
Keep doing that.
Seems they were
How did they lock the door? That door should not have had a lock.
The lock was on the floor in front of the door.
Are you talking about the broken drumstick?
You can use that as a. By doing that, the killer who was hiding inside waited till we gathered together. And suddenly.
So they look like
I have seen this in serial crime dramas.
Yes. Let's hurry though.
The killer was still inside the music venue. By locking the door from the inside.
No, that's wrong.
Yes, I got it. Finally.
Wait on a second. There's also a possibility that the door was locked from the outside.
From the outside? How?
There was a semi-transparent glob stuck to the venue door.
Exactly.
That's what they used.
Semi-transparent glob. Like rubber, maybe?
It wasn't rubber at all. It's probably glue, if anything. I highly doubt it's gum. It's not strong enough to be gum.
That semi-transparent glob must have been glue.
Glue?
Yeah, I think so too. It had a firm,
Yeah, she ate
gel-like
it.
chewiness, and I could smell workshop chemicals the moment I put it in my mouth. Based on all that, I'm certain it was glue.
I didn't know glue was edible.
I believe it is not something one typically eats.
That glue was only applied to the areas where both doors touched. By pouring it in the gaps of the closed door, they must have sealed the venue door from the outside.
And thanks to that, a glob of glue was left where the door was stuck. Yep, it fits perfectly.
But if you just stick them together with glue, you'd be able to break down the door easily, you know?
That doesn't really matter. The killer only did that to make us think the door was locked from the inside.
What'd you say?
First of all, didn't that drumstick we found seem really obvious? Almost unnaturally so? It was so obvious that it makes more sense to think the killer placed it as a diversion.
Are you saying the drumstick was a trap the killer set on purpose?
Unfortunately, yeah.
Then I totally fell for that fucking trap.
Oh, poor for you, Hiko.
Apologize to Miss Sonya and me. However, you're not allowed to slice open your stomach this time.
In a quarrel, both sides are to blame. That's why it's better to just have no sides at all.
So, during the 10 minutes Hajime left the venue, the killer murdered Hiyoko and created a closed space?
Yeah, that's not
And they also
a
taped
big
her
amount
up
of time.
after killing her, right?
Even quick work has limits.
Oh, what unimaginable speed for a slowpoke like me.
Why'd you say that?
If they couldn't have
It's
done
interesting
it while
that she brought that
Hajime
up.
was away from the venue, they must have done it earlier than that.
But when Hajime got to the venue, only Ibuki's body was there, right?
I think maybe they hid it.
And when you went back with everyone else, Hiyoko's body was there too, right? But it's possible that the body was just revealed at that time, when Hiyoko was actually killed earlier.
That could be.
Just revealed?
Of course, the body wasn't revealed on its own. The killer did that too.
That would
Here,
make more
I have
sense.
proof.
It's less likely that they would have killed her and taped her up during that small amount of time.
That scrap of paper. Is that what we found in the baton lighting at the music venue?
Yeah, it's like the wallpaper, right?
That's right, but just what is this scrap anyway?
Yeah, it was stuck on the lining. I think it was wallpaper. So maybe they covered her body up. That's what I think they're trying to get at. Hangman's Gambit! Yeah, I think it's gonna spell out wallpaper. Oh, damn it. Wrong one. Press the right button, please. Oh, damn it. No! Don't destroy. Yee! Oh, that was really close. Oh. No. Pee. Me pee. Nah. Hey. Woo! E. R. Oh god. There was so much stuff on the screen at once. It was hard to think.
Scrap. Isn't it part of the wallpaper in the storage room?
Yes.
In the music venue storage room, there should have been black wallpaper that's the same color as that scrap. There was also a tear along the edge of the wallpaper, wasn't there? If so...
You're right. If you overlay the scrap that was caught on the lighting with the tear in the wallpaper... See? It fits perfectly.
I see. So the scrap that was caught on the baton lighting was originally part of the wallpaper.
And what's wrong with that? Does it have something to do with Hiyoko's body disappearing?
Yes, because they covered it up with the wallpaper.
A mere nobody like me isn't important enough to answer that.
Oh, hush.
But if you guys were exceptional enough to identify that scrap of paper, you can figure this out.
Scrap paper stuck to the baton lining was just part of the wallpaper I found in the storage room. Yes, we know that. Oh, come on. Ooh, logic dive? I was gonna say, please don't do a Hangman's Gambit again. Nice. Let's go! Jump! Okay. Move. Move. Oh! Oh! Up! Okay, I should not have put that speed up thing on. I will take that down for the next trial, if I remember. Please remind me. Why did Hyoko's body suddenly appear at this crime scene? It was hidden. Crime scene. Crime scene. It was hidden. Woo! Woo! Careful, careful, careful. Careful! Careful! Careful, careful, careful. Question 2. What did the killer use to hide her body? The wallpaper. Oh god, I nearly fell off. The wallpaper. Her correct. Let's go. Ah, why is it so narrow? I don't like this at all. Oh god. Jump. Jump. Question number 3. How did the killer hide her body with the wallpaper? They covered the pillar. Because I think I mentioned during the investigation, I thought that the pillar looked bigger than when the body was uncovered.
It's all coming together.
Yeah, it is.
I got it. Hyoko's body was hidden before we found it.
But it would have taken quite a long time to tape up a hidden body.
No, the body was already taped up and the killer hid it, along with the pillar using the wallpaper.
Exactly.
What? They hid the pillar?
Yeah, by wrapping the wallpaper around the pillar, the killer was able to create a slightly larger pillar. So when I first discovered Ibuki's body, Hyoko's body was already there.
Oh yeah, you can see it, look. It's just thicker than the other one. It got way thinner just then.
It was concealed within a slightly larger pillar. I didn't realize that at the time.
Of course not, you're so focused on Ibuki.
Well, that's understandable. I mean, it makes sense that you'd notice Ibuki's body right away.
I mean, why would you look at a pillar instead of the fact that there's a body hanging from the ceiling? Yep. That's what they did, Sonia.
The baton lighting forms a perfect circle around the pillar. So using it to hang the wallpaper totally fits.
Then, the reason the wallpaper was covered in so many stickers was to make it look like that pillar.
That's how they hid Hyoko's body, and then peeled off the wallpaper as soon as I left the music venue.
But the killer made a mistake. They accidentally ripped off a piece of the wallpaper. And because of that, a scrap was left on the baton lighting.
I mean, yeah, it's not like they could put the lighting down and then take it off that way.
Hajime could have walked in on them.
But going to the trouble of hiding the body and the pillar is very bold.
But the crime itself would be much easier to pull off since they don't have much to do while Hajime's gone. They just have to peel off that wallpaper and stash it in the storage room. It's not that big of a deal.
Good point. They somehow managed to fold it up really neatly, though. But I'm very curious who would have had the time to do that. We were all separated. But I guess I just don't know. I don't know at all.
Then when was Hiyoko actually killed?
I think she was killed first.
Good point. And on that note, it's about time we shed some light on those imitation murders.
I don't think it's actually imitating the movie.
You mentioned imitation murder more than once. But what is...
Are you kidding me? You haven't seen my masterpiece? The Wizard of Monami 2.5D?
Hey, don't put my likeness in your movies without my permission.
You're pretty noisy for someone who eats mothballs.
I don't eat mothballs. I just enjoy looking at them. I knew it. There are so many similarities. It must have been intentional.
Ibuki's death by hanging matches the Scarecrow's death from the movie.
But Hyoko's death is different.
Not just that, but Hiyoko getting taped up after her death matches the lion's death.
Not really, because he was like pinned by arrows, wasn't it?
Because of scenes from the movie. Although the mutilated Tin Man was omitted.
But why did the killer go to all this trouble in the first place?
Based on what we know, the reason the killer chose these imitations isn't that difficult to figure out.
I think they want to make us think that that it was in the same way.
I see!
The reason the killer imitated 2 of the murders from the movie was so he'd mix up the killing order.
Exactly.
Then, Hiyoko was actually killed before Ibuki?
A valid line of reasoning.
Yeah, it's valid. The condition of Ibuki's body suggests that as well.
Mm-hmm.
What do you mean? If you're going to cry and beg like that, then I guess I'll hear about the condition of Ibuki's body.
I'm not even crying.
You want to know that bad, just ask.
I'll let you sob as much as you want later. Just hurry up and tell me before I change my mind.
What a jerk!
Oh, I see. You want me to explain it to you, right? Because you don't understand what I'm saying, right?
And even bigger?
Look, Ibuki died because she hanged herself, right? That means when she was still alive, her feet were touching the floor.
What's wrong with that?
But it seems Ibuki was still standing when Hiyoko was killed. That would mean Hiyoko was killed before Ibuki.
How light. Your words are so light as the sylph's feather.
I love Gundam. So funny.
Your opponent is out of your league. It is too absurd.
Man, he's being annoying again.
First and foremost, you claim Ibuki's feet were touching the floor when Hiyoko was killed. How can a low-class creature with no psychic abilities like you know something like that?
Because she was doing something that's only possible if her feet were on the floor.
It seems you suffer from...
You're one to talk.
Okay. I mean, obviously it's the blood on the soles, right?
Ibuki's feet were on the floor.
Exactly.
I am telling you to present your evidence.
Yeah, blood on the bottom of her shoes.
Did you see her walking?
Oh, God.
If her feet were on the floor, was there any sign she stepped on something?
Yes. Yes, agree with Sonia. Agree with Sonia. Ah.
Maybe her feet were, but she was like sitting, so instead there'd be...
Weak. It doesn't even pierce my heart.
Weak.
When Hiyoko died,
I love
Ibuki's
Gundam.
I am telling you to present your evidence.
Did you see her walking?
If her feet were on the floor, was there any sign she stepped on something?
Oh, no, come on. No. I missed.
Maybe her feet were, but she was like sitting or something, so instead there'd be...
Weak. It doesn't even pierce my heart.
Come on.
When Hiyoko died, Ibuki's feet...
I am telling you to...
Did you see her walking?
If her feet were on the floor, was there any sign she stepped on something?
Yeah, we got
I
it.
agree with that. Just as Sonia said, that something was blood. There were faint bloodstains on the soles of her slippers.
It is not
Exactly.
Ibuki's blood, right? She suffered no external injuries.
Then it's Hiyoko's blood.
Exactly.
Hiyoko's only wound was a fatal slice on her neck. And she died almost instantly, right?
If Ibuki stepped on her blood...
It means Ibuki was still standing when Hiyoko was mortally wounded. Which means Ibuki was still alive at the exact moment Hiyoko was killed.
Don't underestimate the power of the evil eye.
Look at
Gundam. Is that it? A shepherd dressed in his Sunday's finest still reeks of lamb, Hajime Hinata.
Does that mean you have a rebuttal?
Yep.
Does that mean you have a rebuttal? It's a good line. But are you sure you're sure? If I show you how serious I am, this world might be destroyed, you know. You're so frightened you can't even make a sound. It seems you've realized our difference in status. However, the time for conviction starts now. You better entertain me to the fullest.
Yeah, I know.
Impossible. Try to remember the crime scene. There was no blood on the floor.
Oh, no, wrong sword.
Crap! You're saying the blood on Ibuki. Impossible. Try to remember the crime scene. There was no... You can't step on blood that was never there.
Smudge on the floor.
Just about 1 minute. Did you see a nice nightmare? You're saying the blood on Ibuki's feet. Impossible! Try to remember the crime scene. There was no blood on the floor.
Allow me to cut through those words! That's not it. The reason there was no blood on the floor is because the killer wiped it away afterward.
Don't say such foolish things! You don't have proof of that at all!
Yes, I do. If you look closely, there's a streak on the floor where blood was wiped away.
When the killer tried to hide Hyoko's body, they probably cleaned the blood at the same time, but Ibuki must have already stepped in it, and the killer probably didn't even realize it.
The reason they wiped off the blood on the floor was so we'd mix up the order of the murders, right?
Exactly.
Even if they're able to
Plus,
hide
if the
Hyoko's
video
body,
showed blood, we would
it'd be
know.
bad if her blood was left out in the open.
Plus, Ibuki's body was left out in the open, and it wasn't bleeding from any open wounds at all.
Hyoko's body was probably wrapped in duct tape to stop her bleeding.
That would make sense.
Actually, the bleeding will stop once the heart stops beating. So I don't think they had to go that far.
Aside from Mikon, none of us were aware of that fact, so the killer probably did not know it either.
Unless...
The heater was running inside the music venue so it would screw with Mikon's autopsy?
That's right! I didn't know the time of death because of the heater!
The time of death wasn't mentioned in the Monokuma file just to keep concrete evidence from us.
Yup. Since we have all this evidence, there's no one else who wants to object, right? Then it's decided. Hyoko was killed before Ibuki.
It appears that it is wiser to retreat for now. Fine then, but regardless of good or evil, there's no deceit in upholding one's convictions.
Can't you just shut up and back off?
Now then, let us resume our debate.
Wait a sec. There's something I want to run by Monokuma first.
Huh? Again? Didn't something like this happen last time too?
Hey, if the victim actually committed suicide, what are we supposed to do?
The same as always. You have to vote for who the killer is. Think about it. A suicide means you've killed the most important existence of all.
Yeah, we'd have to vote for Ibuki.
Unfortunately, that means there's no Blacken to punish, but I guess in a pinch, I can always punish Monami.
Why me?
Nagito? What do you mean? If the victim actually committed suicide?
Well, I mean, I understand Hyoko's death, but I'm wondering if Ibuki was really murdered. For example, it's possible Ibuki killed Hyoko, and then committed suicide due to a guilty conscience, right?
That's totally impossible! Then she never would have killed her to begin with!
She was afflicted by the despair disease, remember? That means anything can happen.
And she had the gullible
But if Ibuki's
one.
the killer, she wouldn't have been able to falsify the sequence of the murders, right? After Hajime saw the hanged body, the sudden appearance of Hyoko's body soon after means the killer had to be alive at that time.
Then she was alive!
No, Ibuki was not alive.
When Hajime first discovered Ibuki, she was just pretending to be dead.
Then how did she get up
If
and
she
back
waited
down?
until Hajime left, that's when she could have made her move and
Yeah,
mess with
how'd
the
she get
crime
down
scene.
from the rope with the stepladder falling over and then get
she
back
hanged
up?
herself. Remember? There's no fucking way she could have faked that.
And
Not with how limp
if
she
was
was.
going to fake her death, I think she wouldn't have chosen hanging.
There's no way you'd be that
Her
limp
body
one
would have been
hanging and
defenseless
trying
in
to
that
pretend to be
state.
dead.
If anyone touched her,
Or maybe a
that
super
alone
cool
would have ruined
actor,
her plan.
super good actor would be able to, but not Ibuki. She was a musician, not an actor.
So that means there's no doubt that someone killed those two. I'm glad. Now I'm free to search for the killer.
Nagito.
What the heck?
You're so close to just letting Akane go ham on ya.
There's still one
We'll
more
lock you
issue
back
on
up
my
in your
mind.
cottage.
If Ibuki didn't commit suicide, then just what was that video Hajime saw?
We don't know.
According to that video you saw, Ibuki was by herself when she climbed the stepladder, right? And
Yeah.
does that mean someone forced her to do it?
She had the gullible disease. She would have easily been told
Forced?
to do it.
Perhaps they used hypnotism or something?
I don't know anything about that.
She had the
Say it
gullible
out
disease.
loud.
Putting that aside, it seems obvious that the killer did something. So, maybe we should figure out who was able to do whatever that was.
So, an alibi. Then our plan is to destroy the weakest alibi. Since Hajime has seen the video, it is clear what time the crime took place.
I'm not sure about that.
But just to be sure, that surveillance camera doesn't have a record function, right?
No,
Cheap-ass
Kazuichi already
surveillance
cut that
camera,
one
you
out.
know? There's no way it'd have some kind of sweet recording feature.
Yeah, Kazuichi knows about that.
The video Hajime saw was actually live?
What time did Hajime see that video?
I saw it at the hospital, right before Monokuma's morning announcement. And I saw the body at the music venue a little after Monokuma's announcement.
So Ibuki hanged herself right before Monokuma's announcement. And since we established that Hiyoko was killed before Ibuki, that means the time that the murders occurred was before and during the announcement.
Then we just have to find the person who doesn't have an alibi during that time?
Now then, I shall issue my decree. Let Operation Destroy the Weakest Alibi commence.
This is gonna be tricky.
We can exclude the sick people like me and Akane, right?
And what about the others?
Right before the morning announcement,
I was totally sleeping in my motel room.
I think everyone at the motel was doing that.
So everyone who stayed at the motel doesn't have an alibi.
What about you guys?
I was where I was supposed to be, my own cottage.
I was
Not
with
an
Mikon.
alibi.
Aside from those afflicted by the disease, if nobody has an
We do.
alibi, then
Nope, wrong
Operation
buttons.
Destroy the Weakest Alibi has failed.
No, I know what to do.
We can exclude the sick people like me and Akane, right?
And what about the others?
Me
Right
and
before the
Mikon have an
morning
alibi
announcement.
because we were together for most of the morning.
I was totally sleeping in my motel room.
Yeah.
I think everyone at the motel was doing that.
So everyone who stayed at the motel doesn't have an alibi.
What about you guys?
I was where I was supposed to be, my own cottage.
That's not an alibi.
Aside from those afflicted by the disease, if nobody has an
Wait,
alibi,
yes,
then
yes, yeah, we got it.
No, that's wrong! Hold on. Not all of us are missing an alibi. In fact, Mikon and I both have alibis.
Exactly.
you two have alibis?
Up until I saw that hanging video, Mikon and I were actually together for a while.
We even woke up
No, we're skipping.
and we went to the hospital together.
Mikon was being all
afterward.
weird.
So we were together and
I get it. You guys have alibis.
If that's the case, the killer must be someone else.
It's better if we think about it like that. The killer decided to falsify the murder sequence to hide the actual time of the crime anyway.
So it's inevitable that an alibi for both before and during the morning announcement would be very important.
It feels like Operation Destroy the Weakest Alibi has backed us into a corner instead.
Oh, poor Sonia.
But
she's just trying to help.
Committing an imitation murder, is that really all it was?
I don't think it, because it's not a very good
time the crime occurred by
imitation
falsifying the murder sequence, hiding their alibi in the process.
If they really want to have an imitation, they would have had
made both bodies imitate the movie.
Hiyoko.
Are you saying there was
stuck
another
to the
reason?
pill with arrows?
I feel really bad for confusing you guys so much, but that's how I feel. I think the killer had a completely different reason for falsifying the murder sequence.
Do you know? Side trap set by one of us. Sorry, I was having a drink. Whose? What kind of trap is it? Oh, is this the trial suspension? Oh, that's actually really early. It's only like 45 minutes in.
Hiya!
Maybe I'll just keep this video going a little bit longer. I'm not sure. Because this is really early in the trial that we have this. Normally it's like at the halfway point. There's no way a trial is like this quick. Okay, we'll see how much longer it goes.
I'm Monami. Once again, I've been put in such an unreasonable situation.
Yeah.
Seriously, he's like the king of unreasonableness. Why did it turn out like this? We were supposed to have a fun, friendly school trip, but it turned out all bloody instead. No, this definitely cannot be allowed. That's why I want you to remember this. Everyone, do your very best. Don't lose to yourself. And don't forget to save frequently.
Something like that even exists? I think it does.
It suddenly got quiet in here.
Yes, you know.
Did I confuse you? If so, I wish I could die from self-loathing.
Man, this again.
If that's the case, it would have been just dandy if they had gone ahead and killed me too. If that happened, the imitation would have been perfect. So why didn't they do that?
Well, it's against the rules to kill 3 people in the first place.
That rule is too harsh. I couldn't get killed because of that.
Seriously, just shut up already!
I just wish you were going to die.
But I'm thinking about it again, and he's totally right. It feels incomplete.
Because they didn't kill 3 people like the movie did? That's only because of Monokuma's rule.
It's not just that. Come on, try to remember the content of the movie. About the lion that got killed second.
That's the one Hiyoko's body was imitating, right?
Even though we're calling it an imitation, the lion was actually pinned by arrows, right?
Yeah, it's different to what happened to Yoko.
But Hiyoko's body was suspended by common household duct tape.
Maybe they just used a common substitute because it was too difficult to imitate the arrows.
Well, that's probably it, but that attitude is what makes this feel incomplete. If falsifying the murder sequence was the killer's plan from the very beginning, they should have taken steps to properly imitate it.
But if we never realized it was a half-assed imitation, their entire plan would have been completely useless.
What are you trying to say? Are you saying the imitation wasn't planned?
I'm saying Hyoko's murder wasn't.
What?
I understand that imitation wasn't enough, but aren't you making a bunch of assumptions?
I'm starting to think that maybe Hyoko wasn't a planned murder. Oh, poor girl. Because no one knew she was going to go to the music venue.
There are also other strange details.
Yeah, go on, Jackie. Tell us the strange details.
Strange details? Like what?
Like, for example, why did Hyoko go to the music venue?
Well, Sonya's the only one who knows that. Well, we know now. But before, Sonya was the only one who went there.
Hyoko's murder is hidden?
Actually, we know why she went there.
What you're trying to say?
Actually, we know why she went to the music venue.
This is getting quite interesting. My 4 dark devas of destruction are getting riled up.
Oh, look at the little hamsters. We know why she went to Hajime. Because of Sonya's account. Oh, Sonya's account isn't a thing here.
Why did Hyoko go to the music venue? There's no way we'd know that!
Maybe the killer summoned her.
If that's not it, maybe she got abducted by the killer.
No.
No, maybe. She went of her own free will.
Yeah, I think that's it. I think we need to do the motel room key, because she had her key on her.
By the will of causality.
I think it's Sonya's.
Why did
I think we use motel room key.
Maybe the killer
because she had it on her.
Maybe she got abducted by the...
No, maybe.
If she got abducted, she wouldn't have the key.
She went of her own free will.
Nope, wrong button. Damn, I missed.
She was guided by the will of causality.
Why did she go to the music? There's no way we'd...
Maybe the killer
If that's... Maybe she got a...
No, maybe. She went of her own free will.
Yes, we got it.
I agree with that.
Go, Sonya.
It's just as Sonya said. She went to the music venue of her own free will.
So, exactly as I assumed.
Oh, by the way, if you guys can hear anything in the background, that's probably just the thunder. We've had storms for a while now.
Hyoko locked herself in her room because she was being overly cautious of the despair disease, you know? I don't think a person like that would leave their room just because someone called for them.
And to be fair, the last time someone called her out somewhere, she ended up finding her friend dead, so I very much doubt she would fall for that a second time.
No way she got abducted?
No, her room wasn't in shambles.
Hyoko locked the room she was staying in before she went out.
If she was forcibly taken from her room, there's no way she would have had time to lock it.
The killer could have locked her door, right? Just to hide the fact Hyoko got abducted.
Hyoko would have screamed, though.
And they couldn't have hidden her room key that deep in her kimono. They would have put it somewhere more obvious. Otherwise, there's no point in messing with the crime scene if nobody finds the key.
So she would have screamed, and you guys would have heard it.
At the time, you were the one who actually took out the key, right? Then something like that.
I won't lose.
He's very determined.
Are you saying my gut was wrong?
Unfortunately, this time, yes.
My first and last highlight of the day. Why won't you just let me shine already?
No, that's not the issue.
Shut up! Enough with your fancy talk. I'll shut you up right now.
Calm down, Akane.
Hyoko was locked inside her room, right? She definitely got abducted or something. The killer forced their way into Hyoko's room. Forcibly abducted her! The girl is so small and weak-looking. And that's why the killer targeted her.
No, it has to be Sonya's account.
But Hyoko's room was locked.
I'm pretty sure it's Sonya's.
Deep inside her kimono, remember?
Because Sonya told her about the music room.
It's more likely that
the music
Hyoko
venue's
locked the door
mirror.
herself.
The killer was the one who locked the door. So what if the key was in her kimono? Maybe the killer just put it there later.
Wrong.
There's no reason for the killer to put the key in Hyoko's kimono. The killer probably didn't realize she even had the key.
Hold on! Try remembering Hyoko's book. Her kimono was all messed up.
Oh, it wasn't on that one? Maybe there's another one she says that it's that. So I'm pretty sure that Sonia's account says that her kimono was messed up because she was having trouble tying it, right? Right?
Crap!
Hold on! Try remembering Hyoko's body. Her kimono was all
Oh wait,
messed
wrong
up.
bullet. Come on.
There's only one reason her kimono would be that messed up. She fought the killer!
No, 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 no.
That's
Sonia's
the proof
account.
she was
Sonia's account.
abducted,
That's the one
right?
we used Sonia's account on.
Damn it!
The killer was the one who locked the door. So what if the key was in her kimono? Maybe the killer just put it there later.
Okay, Sonia's account.
There's no reason for the killer to put the key in Hyoko's kimono. The killer probably didn't realize she—
Hold on! Try remembering Hyoko's her kimono. There's only one reason her kimono would be that messed up.
Yeah.
She fought the killer!
No, she didn't.
Allow me to cut through those words! The reason Hyoko's kimono was messed up was because she wasn't able to properly wear it.
Wear her kimono?
Yeah, it's also the reason why she decided to go out on her own.
Exactly.
Hyoko seemed to be really struggling with wearing her kimono. I believe that was one of the reasons she locked herself in her room. That is why I informed her. I told her that there was a full-length mirror at the music venue, and I suggested that she use it.
Then, the reason her kimono was messed up wasn't because she fought the killer.
Yeah, she went to the venue on her own just to fix her messed up kimono.
I get it. I lost. Boil me, burn me, take off my clothes.
We're not gonna do
whatever
any
you
of that.
want to me.
We're not gonna do that. No, we're not gonna do that.
Hajime, now's your chance. Make her admit defeat. Or better
No,
yet,
no.
make her do a little something something.
No, no, Kazuichi, no. Hell no.
Then, the killer probably couldn't have assumed that Hyoko would go to the music venue.
Though that may not apply to Sonia, since she provided Hyoko with that information.
Though I knew she would go there, there is no way I could have predicted when she would arrive.
Don't go doubting Miss Sonia, you cretin. I'll put you and your hamsters 6 feet under.
No, not the hamsters.
Kazuichi, it seems you have quite the fashion sense. Do you want me to incinerate your clothes? Perhaps I could do that while you're wearing them.
Gundam, please stop! For his sake!
What do you mean, for my sake?
Of course. I've already overlooked no less than 10 opportunities to kill you.
Even if the killer couldn't
All right,
predict
you
it,
two, calm down.
why did Hyoko get killed in the music venue?
The only thing I can think of is, it was an unfortunate coincidence.
Coincidence?
When she went to the venue by herself,
Oh no.
she was probably just unlucky and walked in on the crime scene.
Poor little Hyoko. Look at her. She's trying to keep her clothing on because it's all loose and not working right. Aww.
She was killed so there wouldn't be any loose ends?
No witnesses.
It probably happened when the killer was preparing to kill Ibuki. The killer most likely had already placed the hemp bag over her head, and without hesitation.
So, Ibuki was getting prepared to kill.
Hyoko.
Be killed. And they killed Hyoko.
Because the killer used that coincidence for their crime, it made this case even trickier.
That's the reason they imitated the movie to falsify the murder sequence.
Which means that low-down scoundrel didn't plan on committing imitation murders at first.
But then they had
What
to.
was the killer actually planning to do? They've been cunning this far. There's no way they'd kill Ibuki without a plan.
They probably want to make it look like Ibuki commits suicide.
Do you have any ideas?
And then... So what if the video was fake? If the video is fake, Ibuki was already dead. The killer wanted to make it look like a suicide, so we'd vote for them. Killer's plan from the beginning. Pretty sure we're very, very close.
Hey Nagito, any ideas?
Oh yeah, Kazuichi told him to shut up.
Hey, how long are you gonna stay quiet?
Kazuichi, you're the one who told him to be quiet.
Am I allowed to speak? I'm so happy I'm getting goosebumps. Everyone actually needs help from scum like me.
So what do you think?
I was thinking about it while I had my mouth shut. But now I'm finally able to come to a conclusion. Ibuki definitely didn't commit suicide.
Yeah, we know that.
Huh? What are you talking about?
I thought there might be a possibility that she faked her death and tampered with the crime scene.
We've already covered that.
But now I remember. There was blood on
Oh,
Ibuki's
dude.
slippers.
What are you saying? We've already covered that.
So if she faked her death and walked around the music venue tampering with the crime scene, there'd be bloody footprints left in various places throughout the venue.
Wait.
So that's why I think there's no way she faked her
Footprints.
death. There's no way Ibuki committed suicide.
But her shoes did have blood on them.
You know, we
But if
already
she
finished
climbed
talking about
the
that a
ladder,
while ago.
Oh my
Really?
god. Ibuki
That's
didn't climb the
annoying.
ladder!
I guess I should just awkwardly laugh about it then.
Ah! Why didn't you just say that, hey, why isn't there any footprints on the
Are
ladder?
you freaking kidding me? There's no limit to how useless you can be.
Nagito, why do you have to be so cryptic? But did you say that there's no ladder, there's no footprints on the ladder? Why didn't you just say that? Ibuki had blood on her feet, there'd be footprints. Yeah, exactly.
That's strange. That's very
Why was there no
strange.
footprints on the ladder? Ah,
Strange? What's strange?
I don't have any suspects. It's not something we finished talking about. There's footprints, there's still an important clue left. So, Ibuki didn't climb the ladder on her own. On the step ladder! So I got blood on the side.
I can prove it with this. If Ibuki used the stepladder to hang herself, it's strange that there weren't any footprints on it.
Exactly.
Huh? There weren't?
Yeah, that stepladder was completely clean. No footprints or bloodstains at all.
You noticed such a small detail. How amazing! This is truly the talent of a chosen ultimate.
Could you stop with that? What are you talking about? You knew about that, Nagito. I don't get why you didn't just say it. You're definitely someone I shouldn't underestimate. Yeah, no duh.
But
He's tricky.
Did you say you saw that video of Ibuki climbing the stepladder?
Whoever was in the video wasn't Ibuki.
Then I think there's no doubt that she really did climb it.
Unless there was something funny about that video.
There was. There has to be.
I see. So there was some kind of trick arranged in that video.
But that's something only Hajime would know, since he's the only one
Okay,
who
let
saw
me
that
try and just
video.
figure it out in my brain. The video looked like it was at the music venue, but yeah, it's contained in the video. It's all up to me.
Hajime, I leave it in your hands.
Gee, thanks.
As long as I leave this to you, I won't tell you to do your best, but oh well. You should get started already.
Yeah, I'll definitely try.
You know, it's lucky that Hajime was even there to see the video. Wait, let's ask the killers. Mikan was the one who woke us up early. Hang on. Gotta figure this part out first. Is it the curtain? Because the curtain reaches the floor in the background?
damn it!
No, but the curtain reaches the floor. In the music venue, it doesn't. But I'm assuming it's a stepladder because there's no blood on it.
That's right, I remember now. There was definitely something strange about that video.
See, Mikan was the one who woke us up early.
What's
She
strange
could have
is
just
that
waited.
stepladder I mentioned earlier. It's true that the steps of that stepladder weren't dirty, but on one side, there was a bloodstain, right on the left side of the stepladder.
If Mikan woke us up early to make us go to the hospital, she's the one who told us to go into the lobby. Which was there the video was... Is it Mikan?
Clean.
Because she's the one who sent us to the
is
lobby,
truly
but that could have just been a coincidence.
If the video showed the moment of Ibuki's death, then Hiyoko should have already been dead by that point.
Because Mikan had no clue that we would actually wake up when she told us to. She was lucky that Ibuki actually broke the lock on our door, otherwise we probably wouldn't have gotten up.
But the stepladder in the video was completely bloodless.
Which means it's not the same stepladder.
There's no way the video was recorded in advance. If that's the case, the only thing I can think of is...
Go ahead. Talk. I'm starting to suspect it's Mikan. But I'm not sure.
It's possible those two stepladders were completely different.
Because I'm starting to think now that it wasn't filmed in the same location. Yes.
But where would you find another stepladder? There was only one stepladder in the music venue.
Probably anywhere. Could you find it at the
Then
store?
one of the stepladders was somewhere other than the music venue.
What do you mean?
You're suggesting that the stepladder in the video isn't the only thing that's different. Am I right? That's amazing, Chiaki! All that gaming has given you incredible deduction skills. Is it okay to say that?
What are you two talking about?
Hangman's Gambit. I think I know what it was. Thing that's different. I thought it'd be like the curtain or something. Let's try letters. Filming location? Filming something? Filming set? No. Can't be filming set. Oh, no. I think it's the location of the film. That would make the most sense. Yeah, anyway, where was I? Mikan was the one who came into our room and woke us up really early. Like, she could have waited till the morning announcement because she knows we would have come to the hospital anyway and be like, oh, hey, you guys are here. By the way, Nagito is doing better. So, what if the reason Mikan woke us up was actually so that we would see the video? Because then we were like, oh, Mikan, go get some rest in the conference room. And she was like, okay, you go to the lobby instead. It's like, why not just leave us with Nagito? She told us to go to the lobby. So maybe she wanted us to see the video. But she would only do that if she knew what that the video was going to happen. So maybe Mikan is the one who did it. Because if the location's different, it's not the same as the music venue, then I'm thinking maybe I'm trying to think. So the black curtain is obviously a really big clue. Ah, damn it. There's so many things on the screen at once. Oh, damn it. So, if the filming location's different to the actual video, because I was thinking that maybe it happens in the conference room. Because the conference room has that same large black curtain that the music venue now has. I'm pretty sure the music venue didn't have a black curtain before. So maybe Mikan's the one who did it. I mean, I don't have any proper evidence, but I'm starting to think maybe she did it. Because she's the only one who had access to the conference room, because that's right next to the on-call room, right? That's just what I'm thinking. No, just stop running into things. Nope, we need out. Occasionally, or we need our O and N. That's all we need. Come on, just O and an N. O and an N. That's all we need. Ah! No! N. We just need an N. Come on. Yes, finally. There's just stuff all over the screen. It was making a mess.
That's right. Besides the stepladder, the filming location must have been different too.
What do you mean?
The only place I can think of is the conference room,
I mean, the
which
video
just so
I
happens
saw
to be
was
next to
not
the
filmed at
on-call
music
room.
venue.
So I'm starting to have
It
my
was filmed somewhere
suspicions that it's Mikan.
But the hospital monitor's supposed to display footage captured by the music venue camera, you know?
Obviously, they moved the camera.
Then, there's a possibility that the killer also tampered with the surveillance camera unit.
They probably just took it with them. It is a mobile camera, right? Or was this logic drive? Logic dive. This is either going to be a super long video trial that's like 2 hours and more, or it's going to be split in two. I'm not entirely sure yet. Ow, stupid wall. Okay, that was my own fault. Trying not to die. Oh! Oh, come on. Okay, slow. Just go a little faster. Oh! Question 1. Which part of the surveillance camera unit did the killer tamper with? The camera! Oh, that's not fair. The camera. I don't think they took the monitor. No, 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 no! Oh, I was close. Nope, 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 nope. Too fast, too fast. Slow down. There we go. Jump. Come on! I was on the thing. Slow. Go, go. Okay, go. A little faster, a little faster, a little faster. Oh, oh, come on. Nope, 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 nope. Slow down a bit. Okay, go forward. A little faster. Did the killer tamper with the camera at the music hospital or the music venue or the hospital? The music hospital. It's the music venue. Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay, slow it down. It doesn't help that I'm timed. Ah! Oh, come on. Okay, slow it down just a little bit. Go, 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 go. Little bit at a time, little bit at a time, little bit at a time, little bit at a time. Okay. Speed up a little and then slow back down. Ah! No, no, no. Oh, God. Oh, God. What the? Ah! Question 3. What did the killer do with the camera from the music venue's camera unit? They took it. They don't have... Mikan doesn't have the knowledge Kazuichi does to be able to intensify the signal.
It's all coming together.
Yes.
That's it. The killer just brought the camera from the music venue. With it, they made me think it was a live feed from the venue, when it was actually from somewhere else.
Then, only the monitor was left in the music venue?
Yep.
Yes, at least when I first discovered Ibuki's body. But when Hyoko's body appeared, the killer probably put the camera back too.
That means you should have realized that from the start and made this easier on all of us.
Oh, come on! I was looking at the friend's dead body.
I doubt his attention was focused on the camera.
So the same with the pillow. Why would I look at the camera look for a camera when I'm staring at a friend's hanging body?
One more thing to the remaining monitor.
Oh yeah, it was in pieces. They destroyed it.
I see.
The killer smashed the monitor to pieces, destroying it. As long as it was in pieces, you wouldn't be able to tell if the camera was actually there or not. My attention was so focused on the body that even I couldn't have noticed something like that.
And the moment Hajime left the music venue, the killer put back the camera they took.
And they destroyed it and left that in pieces as well.
It's easy to say it was filmed somewhere else, but the surveillance camera's connection wasn't that strong.
Despite Kazuichi's desperate repair efforts, it seems it could not transmit from the hospital to the motel.
I know, that's why you guys
The
put
fact that it was
the
able
music
to
feed.
connect between the hospital and the music venue is amazing enough.
You know what place is really close to the hospital? Conference room. Look at the curtain. The curtain touches the floor. Where else would they put it except for the conference room, which so happens to have long, black curtains? Not another Hangman's Gambit. Come on. Alright. Oh, obviously it's going to say conference room, right? And the only person who had access to the conference room at the time was Mikan. God damn it, Mikan was all shy and a bit on the weird side, but she wasn't a bad character. She was just a bit desperate for friends. And went to extreme measures to make sure people liked her, which I think she just needs some therapy. To stop being friends with toxic people. Enough. Just need them. We're doing okay so far, even though my heart meter is all the way down. Probably just cut out a bunch of stuff where I'm quiet.
I got it.
Or I'll speed it up, either way.
It's possible that it was filmed at the hospital's conference room.
And who had access to that? Mikan?
But the hospital and the music venue look completely different.
Nope.
That's exactly why the killer did something to make those two places resemble each other.
That's also why they use candlelight. You can't see a lot in candlelight. At least I'm pretty sure that's correct. What that work was. What are you talking about? It's obviously the curtain. Curtain, curtain, curtain. Why isn't the curtain? Oh, wait, here it is. Music venue curtain.
There's no way the conference room and the music venue look the same.
Which place resembled the other? Did the conference room look like the music venue?
Wrong.
Or did the music venue look like
That
the
one.
conference
That
room?
one. Ah, no.
Or did they make some kind of set?
They might have tampered with the camera.
No.
I still can't believe he mixed up the filming locations.
Oh, shush you.
Hajime, you're pretty stupid.
Excuse me. I was paying a bit more attention to the fact that there was someone going to hang themselves rather than what the background looked like.
The music venue look the same.
Which place resembled the other? Did the conference room look like the music venue? Or did the music venue look like the conference room?
Go. Yeah, yeah, yeah,
That
yeah,
must
yeah.
be it.
Yahoo!
What the killer did was make the music venue, the crime scene, look like the conference room.
Yep.
They did that by using the black curtain hanging at the back of the stage.
From what I
Yeah,
remember,
because it's like an orange
there
color.
used to be a really flashy curtain, but after the incident, it somehow became a plain black curtain that didn't seem to be the right
Oh,
size.
if you look really close to the bottom, you can just see the orange part peeking out from the curtain background.
That's right! It's so half-assed, just like Monami.
Oh yeah? Well, your face looks stupid.
You go get him,
The curtain
Monami.
was hung so the music venue would look like the conference room?
In actuality, even though the curtain in the conference room doesn't stand out,
It's long and dark.
it is a black light-blocking curtain that's long enough to reach the floor.
I see. The conference room. Indeed, the floor of that room is
Dark wood?
the
Yes.
same color as the music venue stage.
Also
the
almost looks
killer
like to be
chose
made
the
of the same
conference
type
room
of
because
wood.
they realized the floor matched.
The stage just has longer planks.
Matching floors, matching curtains. I guess it makes sense you'd mistake the two.
Exactly. So don't you go hating on me.
That's not all. There should be something else the killer did to tamper with the evidence. Probably.
The candle. Yes, the candle. You can't see much in candlelight.
I can prove it with this.
Now, if someone's about to hang themselves, I very much doubt they
You're
would
referring to
care
the
about
candle in the
atmosphere.
music venue, right? In the video I saw, a candle was used for lighting. But if you think about it, that's pretty strange. The music venue has good lighting, so there's no reason to even use candlelight.
But wouldn't they have done it to make it feel creepier?
Someone that's about to
That might
hurt
have been
themselves
another reason, but
wouldn't
the
care
main
about
reason
making things
was probably
creepier.
to tamper with evidence. The lighting in the conference room and the music venue are so different. They couldn't be used during filming.
That's another good point.
That's why the killer used a candle as film lighting instead.
And just before they even actually, the killer didn't actually hang themselves, because we didn't actually see Ibuki hang herself.
Which means
We saw them climbing up, and then the
Are you
candle
saying the
went
candle
out.
in the music venue wasn't actually used?
That candle was likely placed there just to make me think it was the same candle that was used in the video.
2 candles, not hard to come by. I'm pretty sure they have plenty of those in the
Candlelight, you
supermarket.
can't see things in that much detail. Maybe they were going for that effect.
Exactly, we wouldn't be able to tell the
Cheap-ass
difference.
Camera, it won't capture much in a dark area.
As long as this all matches up, it should be no problem to say this is decided. The video I saw wasn't filmed at the music venue. It was actually filmed at the hospital conference room.
Good point, good point, good point. Which
if I'd
the
found
only
proof that
person
evidence in the conference room was altered,
I've said that
we
before.
would have reached
It's
an
me,
answer
Con.
sooner. But it appears the killer already covered that up, so I didn't find anything when I went there.
It's okay, we found
But
enough.
there's no mistake. That's the only place within the connection range of the surveillance camera.
And who had
The
all
motel
night
would
to
have
travel
been too
from the
far,
music venue
and
to
the interior design of the movie
hospital?
theater is too
None
distinctive.
other than me, Con, because everyone else was
This must be
asleep.
a surprising turn of events for Hajime. You never suspected that the video you saw in the hospital was being filmed in the conference room.
Of course not. Not at the start,
The
anyway.
incident isn't happening at the scene of a crime. It's occurring in the conference room.
If Ibuki's hanging video was filmed at the hospital's conference room, then was Ibuki killed at the conference room too?
No, there's no way they
No,
could have carried a body.
That's not possible. Right after Hajime saw that video, he discovered Ibuki's body at the music venue.
Yeah, there's no way. Ibuki must have been killed beforehand. Fake must have been Ibuki in the conference room, clearly.
See? The person wearing the hint bag in that video wasn't Ibuki.
Yep.
It was the killer pretending to be Ibuki.
Oh, Mikan, why?
The killer put on a hospital gown, wore a hip bag on their head, and was only pretending to be the victim.
Mikan, why?
By that time, the real Ibuki must have already been killed.
The actual time of death must have been earlier. Probably around midnight or dawn to avoid witnesses.
And who did the autopsy and told us what time the kill happened? None other than Mikan.
There's no way it happened during the day.
Because we were there. Oh. Yeah, it was impossible to rescue Ibuki by then. The only one, and the one who set the trap for me was...
But why did the killer go to the trouble of making a fake video just so Hajime could go to the crime scene?
One, to get rid of him.
The killer made a fake video.
And also to make an alibi.
There's only one possibility I can think of. And if I examine that possibility thoroughly, then naturally the killer's identity will reveal itself.
Huh?
You fiend! Are you saying you already know who the killer is?
Unfortunately, I do. That's right, I should already know. I should have already known. Mikan.
You're the only one! Mikan, you're the killer, aren't you?
What are you talking about?
Like I said, aren't you the killer who murdered Ibuki and Hyoko?
Killer? Huh? I'm the killer? What is this?
Hey, don't you think that's kinda impossible?
Don't judge people by their appearance.
Like her as the killer? She couldn't even kill a fly. In fact, the fly would probably kill her first.
No.
She's right.
Can't always trust people that look so innocent.
A slowpoke like me killing someone? That's completely out of the question.
Oh yeah? We thought Hyoko killed my hero,
We're the
so...
only ones. Thanks to that video, we're the only ones who have the advantage of an alibi.
An alibi? Was that the killer's goal?
Yep.
Now that you mention it, you guys brought that up earlier. Only Hajime and Mikan have an alibi.
It's just a coincidence.
It's a coincidence at the on-call room.
In the hospital conference room.
This is right next to the conference room.
Is that also a coincidence?
Yeah, we told her to go up to the on-call room. And guess what's next to that? And she told us to go to the lobby.
That time, you said you were going to the on-call room, but you actually went to the conference room. That's when you put on a hospital gown that you prepared in advance, put the bag on your head, and began filming. By doing that, you made up a video that showed Ibuki trying to hang herself at the music video. And showed that to me.
Heck, you're lucky Hajime didn't come up to say, hey, Mikan, help me find Ibuki, or help me go to the music venue.
From outside, they have to pass through the line.
So it's impossible that someone who wasn't already in the hospital went to the conference room to film.
Exactly, we would have seen them.
The others in the hospital, Kane and I, were both delirious from the despair disease.
Yep.
So that must
There's no way you two would go anywhere.
Please, wait a second. What are you saying? I'm the killer?
Yep.
That's impossible. There's no way I could kill someone.
It's not literally impossible. Can't you give a better defense than that?
Just shows she can't even do that.
Hey, you sure this chick is really the killer?
Yes.
Wrong! It's totally wrong! It's not what you think!
Just like Akane said, it is really hard to tie it all together. I mean, Mikan is the killer?
There's no other option.
It is truly difficult to believe someone could be killed by such a slow-witted woman.
Alright, then you tell me who it is.
That remark is not necessary.
Then you explain who else it could have been.
It's fine. I've been like this for a long time. In a tournament for social punching bags, I'd easily win first place with my soft reputation. Even I can't deny that. How many times do I have to tell you? It's impossible for me to kill someone. I'm serious. Very serious.
I don't
What
believe
do you
you.
say, Hajime?
Do you still believe this woman is the killer?
Then one of you explain who else it could possibly be.
Do you hate me that much?
Explain how Akane could have done it. Explain how Nagito
Hajime!
or me or Fuyuhiko or someone else could have done it. Explain it then. Come on. I'm the only one figuring all the stuff out. Hajime, don't you fall into her trap. She's using innocence and tears.
Can you hold on a minute?
Could you not?
Well, I know I'm being intrusive and all, and I mean, I have no place to say this. I missed all of the critical parts, and I doubt I have anything worth saying at an
Just
important
say
time
it.
like this.
What are you saying?
But still, there's definitely no way I can overlook the killer this time.
Why? What's your problem?
I thought it was suspicious all along, from the very beginning. Investigating with a suspect in mind creates a different result than investigating with no leads.
Hey, what are you trying to say?
Well, thanks to that, I was able to discover a truth that nobody else knows.
Are you serious?
I've been so focused on everybody else this trial. But I guess now's a good time to say it, right?
You better not have kept quiet on purpose. This isn't a game, you know.
Actually, this is a game.
Stop breaking the fourth wall. No fourth wall breaking. Shush.
Please don't say such controversial statements.
Well, what do you know, Nagito?
Well, it's nothing big, really. Only a small, decisive clue that points to the killer.
Then tell us already.
Dang! That's a huge deal!
A decisive clue. Does something like that really exist?
Let's take a look, shall we? Regarding the rope Ibuki was dangling from. This rope was supplied by the supermarket, right? There weren't any ropes inside the music venue.
Again with the supermarket? That place is a hotspot for criminal goods.
If they got it at the supermarket, that means it was brand new, right?
What's wrong with that?
I want you to take a close look at this rope. And keep in mind that it's brand new. Near the middle of the rope, it's frayed, as if it was rubbed strongly. But why is it like this? The loop Ibuki used to hang herself is on one end of the rope,
Yeah, why is it frayed in the
and
center?
the part of the rope that hung from the baton lighting is on the other end.
If it's a brand new rope, I very much doubt
Hey,
it's
you're
weak.
taking too long. What's wrong with the rope being frayed?
It means, well, from what I can infer, I think the rope was used like this. The killer wrapped the rope around Ibuki's neck, pulled both ends at full strength, and strangled her. The center of the rope is frayed because that's the part they used to strangle Ibuki.
And that means they didn't have to hang her. The hanging part
I've been
happened
listening to you
afterwards.
for a while, and it sounds like you knew about this rope clue all along.
Yeah, 'cause you pulled the rope out earlier.
What
You were like,
exactly did you say to me
oh,
during the investigation?
it's not important. You little... Ah!
Not everyone cooperates at a class trial. Those who lie and conceal the truth will obviously be here too. Just like this case's killer. I was just copying them a little bit.
More importantly, what was all that about the rope? The killer strangled Ibuki. And then?
And then, I finished speaking.
How is that a decisive clue?
Huh? You didn't notice it? I thought I made the decisive clue very clear.
No, you didn't. I guess I gotta figure this out. If it takes me way too long, I'm gonna cut it, obviously. I don't know. I actually don't know.
Ibuki didn't die from hanging. She was strangled to death.
That's basically the same thing.
No, it is not.
Though hanging and strangling seem similar, they're very different. The scars they leave would look different too.
Scars? You mean the rope burn, right?
But we
Right.
believed it was from a hanging.
Because Mikan told us that.
Why would that be?
Because Mikan said so.
Did we fall for someone's lie?
Yes.
The body at the crime scene was hanged, you know.
Yeah, at the scene it was.
Obviously, we'd assume it was a hanging.
But who told us?
The Monokuma file complicates this too.
It's none other than Mikan.
Never specified hanging or strangulation.
Whoever misunderstood is to blame.
You said it, Mikan. You're a doctor. Oh, you're a nurse. But you know enough
didn't
medical
die from
stuff
hanging.
that you were able to make autopsies for the last two
She was
crimes.
strangled to death.
That's basically the same thing.
You were even able to tell what time they
Though
died.
hanging and strangling seem similar, they're very different. The scars they leave would look different too.
Is it look different?
Scars? You mean the rope burn, right?
We'll try look
But
different.
we believed it was from a hanging.
Oh no!
would that be?
Did we fall for someone? The body at the crime scene. Obviously, we'd assume it was a hanging.
The Monokuma file, it never specified.
Whoever misunderstood is to blame.
Let's see, let's see, let's see.
Ibuki didn't die. She was strangled.
That's basically the
Though hanging and strangling seems, the scars they leave would look different too.
No,
Scars? You mean the rope burn?
But we believed it. Why would that be? Did we
I get
fall
the
for
feeling
someone-
it's
the body at
not
the crime
look
scene-
different.
Obviously, we'd
The Monokuma file, it never
because it doesn't
specified.
mention anything but our scars.
Ibuki didn't die from hanging. She was strangled to death.
That's basically the
Though hanging
reminds me
and
of a Case
strangling
Closed
seem similar,
episode
they're very different.
Where they were like
The
at this
scars they leave
house
would
or
look
like at
different
the large villa,
Scars?
and they found a girl who'd been
But we
strangled,
believed it was from
and
a
they thought it was
hanging.
this rope that was in another person's room.
Why
But then
would that be?
Conan was like, "No, it was hair
Did we fall for
extensions."
someone's lie?
How do I know? Because there are scratches on the
The body
thing
at the crime scene
that
was
say
hanged, you
otherwise.
know.
Okay, it's not for your ego statement.
Ibuki didn't die from hanging. She was strangled to death.
That's basically the same thing.
Though hanging and strangling seem similar, they're very different. The scars they leave would look different too.
Scars? You mean the rope burn, right?
But we believed it was from a hanging. Why would that be?
Did we fall for someone's lie?
The body at the crime scene was hanged, you know.
No, wait, I really know it's not that one. God damn it.
Crap! Ibuki didn't die from hanging. She was strangled to death.
That's basically the same thing.
Though hanging and strangling seem similar, the scars they leave would look different too.
Scars? You mean the rope burn, right?
But we believed it was from a hanging. Why would that be?
Did we fall for someone's lie?
The body at the crime scene was hanged, you know. Obviously, we'd assume it was a hanging.
The Monokuma file complicates this too. It never specified hanging or strangulation.
Whoever misunderstood is to blame.
Ibuki didn't die from hanging. She was strangled to death.
That's basically the same thing.
Though hanging and strangling seem similar, they're very different. The scars they leave would look different too.
Maybe it's
Scars?
strangled.
You mean the rope burn, right?
But we believed it was from a hanging. Why would that be?
Did we fall for someone's lie?
Strangled in someone's lie? No.
Crap!
I only have a little bit left.
Ibuki didn't die from hanging. She was strangled.
That's basically the
Though hanging and the scars they leave.
Scars? You mean the...
But we believed it was from a hanging. Why would that be?
Did we fall for someone's lie?
Damn, I lost. Okay, I'm just gonna have to cut until I figure it out. Okay, I think I've got it. So Mikan said the rope that was used for hanging was actually...
She was strangled to death.
Mikan said the rope was used as hanged by the rope.
The same thing.
But she's lying. So I think it's rope used for hanging and maybe someone's lie. But I'm not entirely sure.
The scars they leave would look different too.
Oh, wrong button.
You mean the rope burn, right?
Sorry, I have a mouse pad. It makes it very difficult. I might have to see if I can get a Bluetooth mouse for these games.
Did we fall for someone's lie?
Yes. What? Oh no, the white noise.
The body at the crime scene was
hanged,
you know. Obviously, we'd assume it was a hanging.
No.
The Monokuma file complicates this too. It never specified hanging or strangulation.
Whoever misunderstood is to blame.
Ibuki didn't die. She was strangled.
That's basically the...
Though hanging and strangling seem similar, the scars they leave would look different too.
Scars? You mean the rope burn, right?
Yeah, we're looking for Kazuichi.
But we believed it was from a hanging.
Kazuichi.
Did we fall for someone's lie?
Oh, no, white noise! Yes! Finally! It's after so long.
So that's what happened. We've been falling for the killer's lie this whole time.
Yep. There's no doubt Ibuki... Yeah, she's the one who said there was no doubt.
You said Ibuki hanged herself, but that was a complete lie, wasn't it, Mikan?
Can't be the ultimate nurse and not know the difference.
You told us the wrong cause of death. You lied, didn't you?
You should have been able to tell the difference between hanging and strangling.
After all, you're the ultimate nurse, which means you're the best nurse in the world.
Mikan, the ultimate nurse.
Please wait! First of all, I'm not a coroner, so I don't have the medical knowledge to identify injuries like that.
Don't lie!
That's why it's not my fault if I made a mistake.
You were right. And
Sonia, no, you're falling for the tears.
Help to us so far.
You're falling
but
for
even
it.
A drunk medical student can notice the difference between a hanging and strangulation. I'm not taking her side or anything, but being clumsy and unskilled in this area could
But she's
lead to
never
a
been
mistake.
clumsy and unskilled when it comes to medical stuff.
I'm such a clumsy mess, and I got so careless.
Mikan nursed me till I got better. There's no way I'm gonna doubt her.
Don't you think her devotion to nursing is what helped her draw Ibuki to her death?
Huh?
And if not, her symptoms were still very serious and caused her to believe what anybody told her. It wouldn't surprise me if she willingly followed Mikan because she was nursing her.
So Mikan volunteered to nurse us? Because she was planning to do this all along?
That's a little... Aren't you like the thief who suspects everyone else of being thieves?
I'm not a criminal. Mikan is. I mean, she's a killer, you know.
You've got it all wrong. Please forgive me.
I'm sorry, but there's no way I can forgive you. I just can't forgive this crime at all.
What's his problem?
Forgiveness or not, we still have not decided if Mikan is the killer.
I see. You guys are kind. Well, if that's the choice everyone makes, then the only thing I can do is back off, I guess. But is that really okay? Is that everyone's hope?
You're friggin' annoying! If you keep talking, I'm seriously gonna beat you up!
But I'm really not the killer.
Yes, you are.
There's no way. I'm capable of killing someone.
Is that really true?
Stop it already! That's enough!
I can't stop. I don't want to do this either. Of course I don't want to do this. But I need to do this.
You doubt your friends?
That's not it. I suspect them because I want to believe them.
What the hell does that mean?
I don't think belief and doubt are necessarily opposites.
Huh?
I do doubt her, but I still want to believe her. Belief lies at the heart of that conflict. 'Cause if there's no room for doubt, then there's no reason to believe, is there?
Don't say deep stuff. I don't really get it.
If you want to believe in someone, you need to overcome doubt first. Belief without doubt is simply a lie.
Fine. Do whatever you want. I won't stop you anymore.
Huh? Is that all you can say?
Oh, she took a different turn.
You're all just a bunch of bullies, huh? Justifying your actions with fancy words. Making excuses for why it's not really your fault. Everyone always treats me like that. Always. It's all her fault. She's the one with the problem. I'm done with that! You hear me? I'm done!
Hey, Mikon!
It's not fair. It's not fair. 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 Not fair! Why won't you forgive me? If you did something wrong, you'd forgive yourself right away! What did I do? Why won't anybody forgive me?
Is acting like this your strategy now? Well, this is annoying. Plus, to be honest, I've run out of ideas. How can we get you to admit it? That's the issue.
If we don't have any clues, why don't we have her give us some? I'm the same as Hajime. I don't want to doubt any of my friends. But still, the truth is one of us murdered 2 of our friends. That's why we gotta stick with this until the very end, so we can finally break these chains of despair. Hey Mikon, can I ask you one last thing? If you're not the killer, then who fabricated that video Hajime watched?
Yeah, explain that.
Like I said, it obviously wasn't me.
Can you prove it?
Prove it? Wait. Do you have any proof that I'm the one who fabricated that video? That's right! Show me your proof! Because you're just assuming the video was filmed at the conference room. Treating me like a killer based on an assumption. Just because I was at the hospital. That's totally crazy! I didn't do anything wrong! Why does everybody always hate me? Please, just forgive me already!
Is this broad really okay? She's emotionally unstable.
I'm not the killer! I never filmed that video!
It seems she finally started arguing for us. But the only one who can find the hole in her argument is you, Hajime. So, I'm going to leave this to you once again.
Why do you get to decide I'm the killer? Where's your proof? Please, forgive me already!
Hush. We'll figure it out. I'm gonna figure it out. I don't think it's any of these. Which might mean I have to memorize something.
I'm not the killer!
We can't think of anybody else other than you who could have filmed that video.
Huh? Do you have any proof?
Her voice changes. It's too creepy.
Is the handbag on her head the proof?
No.
Is the hospital gown she was wearing suspicious? No. Or could it be the hospital slippers she had on?
No.
Ibuki and Mikan clearly have different body types.
Is that really your proof? You could tell her body type under the hospital gown? Just from that video? Just from that camera angle?
Wait, how'd you know about the camera
Just
angle?
from that dim candlelight?
I don't think we talked about what way the
the
camera was facing.
So please forgive me already!
Hajime, pay close attention and listen. You're the only one who can point out the killer's mistake.
I think it's that one. I think it's Killer's mistake. Also, there's no way Mikan can know about the camera angle, because I don't think we mentioned it throughout this whole trial, which way the camera was facing.
I'm not the killer!
We can't think of anybody who could have filmed that.
Huh? Do you have an... Is the hemp bag on her head the proof?
She sounds so creepy when she talks like this.
Suspicious? Or could it be the hospital slippers she had on?
Ibuki and Mikan clearly have different body types.
Is that really your proof? You could tell her body type under the hospital gown? Just from that video? Just from that camera angle? Just from that dim candlelight? There's no way you'd be able to make out her body type! So please forgive me already!
Hajime, pay close attention and listen well. You're the only one who can point out the killer's mistake.
Damn it, I missed it.
We can't think of anybody who could have filmed that.
Huh? Is the hemp bag on? Is the hospital gown? Or could it be the hospital?
Ibuki and Mikan.
Is that really? You could tell her body just from that dip. There's no way you'd be able to make it. So please forgive me already!
Okay, get ready.
Hajime, pay close attention and listen well. You're the only one who can point out the killer's mistake.
Got it. I got it. The last second, I got it.
I'm not the killer!
We can't think of anybody else other than you who could have filmed that video.
Huh? Do you have any proof? Is the hemp bag on her head the proof? Is the hospital gown she was wearing suspicious? Or could it be the hospital slippers she had on?
No.
Is that really? You could tell her body just from that. There's no way you'd be able to
Let it go.
Hajime, you're the only one who can point out the killer's mistake.
No.
I'm not the killer!
We can't think of anybody who could have filmed that.
Huh?
Come on, I'm so close. I'm just so close.
Or could it be the hospital?
Ibuki and Mikan.
Is that really? You could tell her body just from that dip. There's no way you'd be. So please forgive me already!
Okay, slow down.
Hajime, pay close attention and listen well. You're the only one who can point out the killer's mistake.
Got it. Okay. It has to be camera angle. There's no other way. It has to be camera
Can't think
angle.
of anybody else other than you who could have filmed that video.
Okay, be careful which buttons I
Do
press.
you have any proof?
I don't want to click anything.
Is the hemp bag on her head the proof? Is the hospital gown she was wearing suspicious?
No! Damn it!
Or could it be the hospital?
Ibuki and Mikan.
Is that really? You can tell her body just from that dip. There's no way you'd be. So please forgive.
Hajime, you're the only one who can point out the killer's mistake.
No. I'm gonna get it. Eventually. At some point.
We can't think of anybody who could have filmed that.
Huh? Do you have
Jeez, I've just hit 2
Is
hours.
the hemp bag on her head the proof?
This is gonna be a long video. I'm sorry about that.
Is the hospital gown she was wearing suspicious? Or could it be the hospital slippers she had on?
Ibuki and Mikan clearly have different body types.
Is that really your proof?
Shush.
You could tell her body type under the hospital gown? Just from that video? Just from that camera angle?
Come on. No, I missed.
There's no way you'd be. So please forgive me.
Come
Hajime,
on.
pay close attention and listen well. You're the only one who can point out the killer's mistake.
I know. I know what it is. Just come on.
We can't think of anybody who could have filmed that.
I'm close. I'm so close.
Or could it be the hospital?
Ibuki and Mikan clearly.
Is that really your proof? You could tell her body type under the hospital gown?
No.
Just from that video? Just from that camera angle?
Yes! Finally! Yeah!
Mika,
stretching.
you've committed a major mistake.
Mistake?
As I said before many times, I'm the only one who saw that video.
What's wrong with that?
But I never said anything about the camera angle.
Hey, you don't know which way it was facing. We know if you saw you have no idea if we saw the side view or the front view or from the back, or from above or from below. You don't know.
Mikon knew the camera angle Hajime had seen is because you're the person who actually filmed that video. Is that right?
This is your just reward. The more desperately you argue, the deeper you dig yourself into a hole. You lied, didn't you?
Are you serious? Is it true, Mikon? Did you kill Hiyoko and Ibuki?
Forgive me!
Oh, she's getting creepy. You sound like a broken record. The voice actor must have had a lot of fun doing this.
Wrong. No, that's not it at all.
That's not it?
I mean, it's impossible.
Yeah, the voice actor must have had a lot of fun doing this part.
You know that hemp bag Ibuki was wearing when she died? Try remembering the tote bag instead. Ding! I totally remember now.
What the heck's wrong with her? She's getting weirder by the minute.
That tote bag. Isn't it the same one that girl was wearing in the video?
How do you know so much about that video?
Who cares about that?
That's the
More
point!
importantly,
You know so much
did
about the
you
video
know
even
that
though you
bag
didn't
is
see
a
it.
limited item that was sold at the movie theater?
Actually, you're incorrect. We know that Monokuma sold
Hajime
2 of
saw it
those
too,
bags.
didn't you? You remember the Usami decal on it, right? Whoopsie! Don't worry about it. I remember even if you don't. Ta-da! There's no mistake that that tote bag is a limited item. So don't you think it's impossible? Using one tote bag in both the conference room and the music venue at the same time? It's blatantly obvious that that's impossible. Don't you think? That's why that video isn't fabricated, and I'm not the killer. So you'll forgive me, right?
Taking your stubbornness this far. Such despair.
Then you're gonna forgive me? I won't stop until you forgive me!
Okay, so now it's like, oh, you can't do it infinitely.
I'll keep explaining it until you forgive me! That bag is a limited item!
Stop screaming!
This chick, has she lost it for good?
Will you forgive me? You'll forgive me, right? Isn't that right? You're obviously gonna forgive me, right?
She sounds like Fluttershy right now. Does anyone else think that? Is it the same voice actor? I'm not sure. I don't think so.
You still haven't forgiven me? I'll do anything you want. Please, draw on me. Do you understand? Why only me? Please, draw on me. Can you forgive me already? Forgive me! Forgive me! Please, draw on me. Do you understand? Can you forgive me already? I'll do anything you want. Can you forgive me already? I'll do anything you want. You're done for! Forgive me! Forgive me! Why only me? You still haven't forgiven
Come on, come on, come on.
Can you forgive me already? There's only one bag. It's impossible to use it in two places at the same time. You still haven't forgiven me? I'll do anything you want. Please, draw on me. Do you understand? Can you forgive me already? You're... Why only... I'll do it. Please, draw. Do you understand? Why only me? Please, draw on me. There's only one bag. It's impossible to use it in two places at the same time.
This is the end! Monokuma mentioned this earlier. Whoever bought that bag should have received another one as a bonus prize. Which means it's not impossible to use that bag in two separate places. So please, just stop making desperate excuses.
Why? Why can't you forgive me? Why?
It seems her desperate struggle is finally coming to an end.
Why does everybody always hate me? You should just forgive me already!
Nikon, it's already over. After I go over your crime from the beginning and show that you have no arguments left, please just admit it already. In the end, at least let me believe in you.
Okay, so we're starting the monitor. Not here. What did the killer do? After the broadcast, they ripped the music pole. I'm just looking. Trying to figure this stuff out. Okay. Oh, the body was hidden before... No. That's that. And that goes there. Put it back to normal after destroying it. We don't have that picture. The glue goes there. It's only 2 stocks. Video of the broadcasting goes there. We go all the way back over here. Back to normal. The camera?
Here's everything
that was quick.
In this case. The key to this incident is the surveillance
Alright, I'll just let it
video
read
that
out.
Only I saw. That's why I'm going to start with that to unravel the knots of this crime. When I went to the hospital with Nikon this morning, I noticed a specific thing in the lobby. The incoming signal light on the surveillance monitor was blinking ahead of the scheduled time. When I switched on the monitor, what appeared on screen was a person wearing a hospital gown and a bag on their head about to hang themselves right at that moment. That surveillance camera unit was designed for two-way communication with the hospital and the music venue. That's why I thought the signal originated from the music venue, so I immediately headed over there. But that was the killer's trap. In truth, that video was recorded in a different place. The killer brought the music venue camera the night before and made their preparation, and then they filmed that video in the hospital conference room. By doing so, they tried to make me think the incident was happening in real time, when in fact, the crime had already been committed by that point. The person in the footage wearing the bag was actually the killer acting as a fake. I didn't know that, so I went to the music venue and found the hanged body wearing a bag on its head. Seeing the body before me, I panicked and rushed out of there to get the rest of you guys. But that was also part of the killer's trap. After cleaning the conference room, the killer was likely watching the music venue from outside. And, as if they were switching places with me, they went inside the music venue. and began working on their last trick. First, the killer peeled off the wallpaper covering one of the stage pillars, revealing Hyoko's body. When I first arrived and saw the hanged body, I didn't notice anything strange about that pillar. I didn't expect it to be slightly larger from the wallpaper, or have Hyoko's body hidden inside. Next, the killer destroyed the surveillance camera that was used in the conference room. After destroying it, they mixed it with what was left of the surveillance monitor found at the crime scene. The surveillance camera the killer used was originally brought from the music video, but when they brought it, they made sure to destroy its monitor beforehand. They wanted to hide the fact that the camera wasn't at the crime scene. In the end, the killer transformed the crime scene into a closed room. They broke one of the drumsticks from the storage room and placed it near the music venue's entrance. However, they did this to mislead us into believing that the music venue was locked from the inside. In actuality, the reason the music venue became a closed room was because of the glue. The killer sealed the door with glue and intentionally created a closed room that could be forced open. With that, the killer finished tampering with the crime scene and met up with Fuyuhiko and me. They helped us force open the music venue door, despite the fact that they personally sealed it. And they made us discover not just Ibuki's body, but Hyoko's suddenly present body as well. At the time, they pretended to be surprised, but inside, they were probably relieved that their plan worked out. Isn't that right, Mikan? This crime was orchestrated by you, wasn't it?
Okay, she's laughing crazily.
Whoa! Now she's laughing?
It's been such a long time. This feeling, I know it well. Like the floor is collapsing. Like the sky is falling down upon you.
She's getting crazy.
Feeling of despair.
Mikan, you... What has happened to you?
Whoa there! Before that, a moment of your time. It seems your arguments have reached a conclusion, so let's proceed to our regularly scheduled voting time! Now
Mikan, why'd you do it?
Who will be chosen as the
Well, she's gonna tell us why. Monokuma vote. Blue. Blue, blue, blue. Mikan is guilty. That makes it seem like she had brown hair instead of purpley color.
Well now.
Now then, though it may be obvious at this point.
Correct.
You got it right once again. That's like 3 in a row. That's right. The true identity of the horrifying black and who killed 2 girls was Mikan Tsumuki.
Damn it. You gotta be effing me. Are you saying Mikan, the one who nursed us back to health, was the one who killed them?
I won't forgive you.
Don't joke around with me, Mikan. Did you lie to us all along? Were you planning to kill them from the start while you were nursing them? Don't laugh, please.
Don't just laugh. Say something. This is going nowhere.
What's going on?
This chick.
Hey.
This is nothing like Pekka. She's actually gone mental.
That's obvious.
There's nothing we can do. She's no longer the same person. She's no longer the kind we know.
Hey.
Based on my prediction, she might have caught it too. Oh, that's despair disease. It's probably the despair disease, which was motive for this case. Mikan too, you say? I know, because I was looking at Mikan for so long. She was the one taking care of me, after all. My consciousness kept drifting, but even so, when I did catch a glimpse of her expression was full of despair. Despair so devoid of hope that not even a single fragment of it remained. Hold on, did you say Mikan has the disease?
What?
Hajime, somebody press your mind? My body's heavy. No, not just heavy. Oh, it's really warm. She was feverish. That's right, Mikan's feeling really hot at that time. High fever.
It cannot be.
Parrot, are you alright?
Perhaps.
The symptoms that she surely felt must have been deserving of the name despair disease. Oh dear. Losing all hope and harboring despair for all hope. Because of the despair disease, she was likely overcome with despair. That's the reason why she can still laugh in such a hopeless situation.
Jeez.
Which means Mikan, standing before us, is no longer the ultimate nurse. She's a completely different person now that she's infected by the despair disease.
Isn't that right?
She's a human who deserves to be called the ultimate despair. No, that's Junko and Mukuro. You've got that wrong. So she still had the disease, even after all this? Even Monokuma said it was cured? I mean, killing someone for the sake of despair instead of hope? There's no way to confuse that. No one should be killing anyone anyway.
For the sake of despair? That's completely wrong.
Huh?
Wrong? Wrong? What's wrong? Your ideas?
What I did was for the sake of my beloved.
Ha! Tagicho's got it all wrong. Huh? Who are you talking about?
If only they were still alive, they'd be so happy.
I know. Oh. Is she like a yandere?
My beloved was the only one. That's right. The only one who...
She's completely diverted to this
me.
person.
They forgave my existence. They forgave me and accepted me. They gave me value. They loved me. I loved them with all my heart, and they returned it in full.
Creepy.
This is my reciprocation. I understand they've done something unforgivable. But you know, to transcend that is also love. What love is all about.
Hey.
I don't understand. What are you saying? Oh, because it has nothing to do with hope?
Is it because you don't have anyone to love? Is it because you're also someone who is accepted by anyone? What a pity. I feel sorry for you. Well, even if I say this, I'm sure no one here would understand, but love is a wonderful thing. This feeling of freedom when you no longer care about anything. My beloved and I are the only ones within that thin veil, and I'm just looking out through it. That's why, as long as I'm on the inside, no matter how much they tease me, splash me with water, how amazing! It's like nothing matters. I could just die. That's how little it matters. Who cares about hope or despair? It's love. Only love.
Nagito, is this really the despair disease you were talking about?
This is...
It seems that I was wrong. Not only was she affected by despair, you're just upset that someone isn't killing out of hope.
You're half right. It's safe to say that this is all thanks to that disease. Thanks to that disease, I was able to remember my beloved.
Remember?
Apparently, that's what my symptom was. What a wonderful symptom.
Which means you had the remembering disease?
But
if this means you remembered something and ended up like this? You're saying you were like this from the start? You were like this before you even came to this island?
Don't get so angry. Oh, first of all, the reason I became this wasn't my fault. It was all your fault, you know. Because it's not like I'm entirely responsible for showing out like this. I'm the person I am today because of many human relationships. So it's everybody's fault that I turned out like this, you see? And so, the Kermi was strongly influenced by my beloved's existence. So also, my beloved, you created the me that everyone can't forgive. But my beloved still forgives me and accepts me. That is the key difference between all of you and my beloved.
don't fuck with me!
Like I said, who the F are you talking about? saying this is Mikan? She's the real Mikan? Mikan, please answer me. Did you really remember? You ended up this all because you remembered? There's no way I can believe that. There's no way the person you're at right now is the real Mikan.
Oh, you still doubt me. Then to prove I remember, I'll tell you all something nice. It's about that world entering organization that you all were worrying about.
Are you serious?
Do you know? No, I just remembered, that's all. I knew about it all along. How horrifying organization was one on. It's also the organization knows the Future Foundation.
What? The Future Foundation? But I thought they were the good guys. So Future.
Hey.
Just what is the Future Foundation? What are they planning?
As the name suggests, that organization is the World Ender. The Future Foundation is trying to end our world. To put simply, they're trying to claim the world for themselves.
This is bad.
What the heck? This isn't a comic book, you know.
As part of their plan to end the world, the Future Foundation brought us to this island. Isn't that right, Monami?
I knew it. Monami, Monokuma, they're both members of that crazy organization, aren't they? Monami and I aren't members.
And Monokuma!
My existence is entirely on my own. Please don't laugh like Monokuma.
Hey.
Don't laugh. Hey Mikan, you really do remember? You already know, right? You know the true identity of the traitor hiding among us.
Of course I know that. Let's see, the Future Foundation's lucky that hiding among you all is... Oh well, no one really cares about that, don't you think?
Of course not.
Oh hell no! You'll find out eventually, so there's no need to be so impatient. Probably when that countdown ends.
The clock? You even know about that?
Oh, I don't know anything. I have a feeling that's what it is. But who cares about that, you know? I'm drowning in so much love from the bottom of my heart. I just don't care about anyone or anything.
That is...
Mikan, is this really you? I won't believe it. There's no way I can believe you were like this all along. Because if that's true, who's the person we've been spending time with up until now?
The past.
Past?
That person, she didn't exist in the beginning. She's just my past self who lost her school memories. You guys consider that thing a friend? Oh? That doesn't make me happy at all. It just fills me with despair. You guys accepted my past self, but not my present self. Well, that applies to you all as well. Memories of people, memories of events, whatever memory is. Losing memories are losing your personal identity. Memory is the most important component in building a person, don't you think? Losing our memories makes us shadows of the past.
Hey.
I don't know what you're trying to say, but in the end, it always leads back to that story. The story about member school lives stolen.
Hey!
So it's true all along. Our memories were taken away?
Damn it!
If it wasn't true, we wouldn't be suffering this much.
Well, don't you just take your sweet time and remember at your own pace. Oh, Monokuma, it's alright for you to start now. Punishment time?
Damn it, why? Mika, why does it have to end like this? This is too pointless. This is too much.
Now then, I've prepared a very special punishment!
For the ultimate nurse, Mika Tsumiki! So it's over. It's really... Now I can go to my beloved, who always forgives me.
Are they dead?
Oh
wait, yeah, she said before. If they were alive.
Please forgive me, the one who's going to die with the hope of finally seeing you.
Oh look, Nagito, she said hope.
Let's give it everything we've got! It's punishment time!
Okay, she's in a hospital. That's pretty normal. Oh Jesus, that's a big needle. Bye bye, ouchies. Yikes. That's a giant arm. What is that doing to her? Is it heating up the arm or something? She should have fallen off by now. There's no way she can stay connected to that. Bye bye, Mikan. It's finished. Is it really finished? Killer who killed Ibuki and Kyoko was Mikan. She's been executed. She apparently committed a crime because she was afflicted by the despair disease. So what? What's finished? Nobody wanted it to end this way.
Let me ask.
Who was that Mikan from earlier? Was that her true form, or is that itself a symptom of the despair disease? It doesn't matter either way. If she ended up like that just from remembering that long, Mikan was never worth being a symbol of hope. Even if her words were influenced by the despair disease. She lost herself to her simple disease. She was definitely unworthy of being a symbol of hope. Could you stop?
Right?
Could you stop making people sign who's worthy based on stupid hope? I mean, I thought we were friends this whole time, but even so. Oh. And she vanished from our sight, leaving behind only her malice towards us. Aww. It's so sad.
Damn it!
It would have been so much easier if she was the traitor too.
Wrong.
Too bad that's not the case. Mikan was not the traitor.
Come on.
Mikan was not the imposter. The traitor is still alive. As proof, see how fine Monami looks right now. I'm not fine at all. But if the traitor died, you wouldn't be this calm, right? I mean, you're both pawns of the Future Foundation, so you guys are like two hearts beating as one, right?
Fiend.
What does that make you, Feed? You did say that you're different from Monami.
Who cares what I am? More importantly, the drama just keeps going and going. I didn't even have time to eat my black bean right eye during the break. Your right eye is made of black beans?
Hey.
Wait, now's not the time to focus on that. What are you trying to say? You know, isn't it said that life has different ups and downs? It's fun because downs come after ups. If life was full of downs, then it gets boring. So, in order to help you guys feel better, I've prepared a special event. Head over to the first island beach. An old friend will be waiting there.
Nekomaru?
Yeah, Nekomaru.
Who else could it be? Everyone else is dead. I knew that crazy Nekomaru would come back to us in one piece. Awesome! It's nice to see the light of hope.
The light of hope? I'm happy Nekomaru's turning to us, but
So just as I thought.
3 of our friends just died. I honestly cannot be happy.
Oh, it's okay. We understand.
However,
Even so, I'm so happy. Nekomaru is safe. I'm truly happy.
Fine.
If you are happy, you should honestly greet him with open arms. Perhaps those who have been taken from us will do the same thing. Hey, Supreme Overlord of Who Gives a Bleh, that line doesn't suit you at all.
Hey,
Silence.
Silence, I shall crush you into dust.
Can you hear us? If you're unhappy, I apologize. However, please forgive me for right now. I want to warmly welcome.
Yeah.
Right? Then let's all go and meet Meko Naru. Let's make it grand.
Aww, Akane's so happy. No, you're just happy. You're relieved.
Alrighty, then let's go.
Nekomaru's coming back. When we heard that, we were unable to contain our excitement as we jumped into the elevator.
Man, they just ran off without listening to what I had to say. Jeez, they're so impatient. Didn't they learn to stick around until others had finished talking? What does that mean? Hey! You're plotting something again, aren't you?
No way!
I'm not plotting anything. I was just trying to properly explain everything to them, including Nekomaru's body.
What's wrong with his body?
It's their fault for not sticking around until they finish talking. So if something happens because of that,
I bear no responsibility.
Ew, what did you do to Nekomaru? I just saved him, that's all.
I mean, if I didn't do that, there's no way I could have saved someone who was that close to death. As soon as we exited the elevator, we started running. Hurry, to the beach on the first island! Please don't make me do it manually. Let's haul. Oh, yay. Stone mines were completely exhausted. We kept on going. Yeah, let's just get to it. Okay, where is he? Where in the world is Nekomaru? Hey, Nekomaru, show yourself!
Listen, we have come to pick you up. Please hurry up and come out of hiding.
We raised our voices, we looked around the area. We raised our voices again, we looked around the area. And so forth, we kept looking for him.
Hey!
What the hell, man? He's nowhere to be found.
Damn it!
Could it be, did we get false info from Monokuma again? That's what happened. You heard a familiar, yay!
What happened? Were y'all looking for me?
Nekomaru!
Could it be?
That voice! With high hopes in our hearts, we turned toward the direction of the voice, and then we saw something truly unbelievable. What's wrong? I can't see it.
Huh?
Look at their faces!
Oh, I've kept you waiting.
Look at their faces!
Hey, what's going on? Perhaps you don't remember my face since we haven't seen each other in a while.
Why
That's
are we all
pretty sad,
gobsmacked?
you know? That's too much.
Look at Chiaki in the back there.
Who are you?
Huh? You too? What's going on? If you're messing with me, I'll stop doing it to you.
Nekomaru? Haven't you noticed it yourself?
What do you mean, noticed? Oh, you mean this body?
What's wrong with the body?
This is nothing.
Oh my god, he's a mech.
The name's Nekomaru Nidai. I've been reborn in the rivers of hell.
He's a robot now. Okay. I didn't know this was Troy Become Human. So, yeah, next save point, I'm gonna have to end this game for today. 9 days left, 14 hours and 34 minutes and 12 seconds. So, I'm gonna save and then we're going to end this episode because it's already like 2 hours and like nearly 40 minutes at this point. And that's not even me doing editing yet. So, goodbye for now. Bye-bye. Like, comment, subscribe, whatever you want, or just not and go to the next episode.
Okay, bye-bye everyone.